gank that came in later when Mickey was low on mana, had been using the pool quite frequently, didn't have the mana for a black shield. And I feel
What's going on here?
Morgana, you have to win lane. You have to be far ahead. If you get ganked like that and fall behind, you feel so bad.
I still come out of that wondering why the Morgana was bot lane. Because, like, I was looking at the draft, I was like, oh, this is pretty creative. Maybe we're seeing an Aurora top lane, and Morgana support, like Morgana mid.
It's so fucked up. NA gets to dunk on Beishwan, and we have to play against Honeymoon Shadow.
Especially
NA play against shit like Elise, but you get to play against, but you play against Zyra Khan.
What
What?
we saw was, Renekton winning top.
Zyra Khan was a problem for the team playing it. What?
Of BLG, but reasonably in favor.
BLG equals Beishwan's last game. Oracle, Hydrogen Bomb versus Costing Baby.
When you're winning every single lane.
Fnatic is embarrassing. Replacing Humanoid clearly didn't change anything. Who do they replace next? Oscar and the coaches. Razork. Obviously Oscar and Razork. Maybe the guy going down 2K in isolation. Feeling embarrassing that these guys get paid to play like this. Embarrassing as take Shadow. Watching an EU rejection on EU feels great. Well, Inspired did it first. Feeling sorry for Poby. What are we
Then Shadow comes in with a lot of cooldowns burned, and just his
they don't know the basics of the game?
He got pretty good in this one. Bin comes up for the follow-up as well. Cleaning house, and there were so many fights, so I feel like Shadow, who got that early lead, was just... They couldn't deal with him. And the
What's going on here?
That untargetability so well to avoid the CC from
what basics? What basics are we talking about, by the way?
It's great for looking at the BLG side for Shadow to be able to come in and have a performance that he's having here, right? So at least for him, who we saw him kind of make that resurgence, be on that big stage, win in the finals. Like,
this guy just flames pro players and defends what. It's so weird.
But on the opposite side for Fnatic, like if you find
Shadow's
yourself
finally menu sucks.
you're like, you got to take
I'm gonna say really, you has the hands and macro of a sack of potatoes.
Base in front of the Otacon, like right in
Did
front
we
of
not just like see Upset and Mickey like fucking shitting on Elk and On despite fucking getting ganked twice in 5 minutes, like and dying? Like what?
And we saw BLG started and have complete control of the area, and they just gave it up.
Holy shit!
Are they likely to win that if they start up the Otacon with Shadow and base? Probably not.
Yeah,
but it's like it's a desperation play when you're in a desperate position, and I think they should have just gone for it. And yes, it's
it's a desperation play, but wait, they're talking about the Otacon situation, but like the Otacon,
I think the good news is from
they don't need to start the Otacon because even at the time of the Otacon, oh shit. Even at the time of the Otacon, they're in a winning position. Almost. I would say almost. Because they got that dragon.
The observer's just highlighting the vision that Fnatic have.
They're down 4K, but when you contextualize 4K at like 26 minutes, that doesn't mean anything. Like, look at where the 4K is, okay? The 4K is literally all inside of Bin, and it's inside of Shadow. So when we talk about what that actually means... What does it mean? It means recipe components for an item, okay? So you're dealing with recipe components for an item on both Renekton and Nefiri, right? That's what you're dealing with. So for Renekton, you're dealing with like a tunneler and like a pickaxe. So you're dealing with 40 AD and 250 extra HP. That's what you're dealing with. 40 AD and 250 extra HP. For Nefiri, like, what does it do? Last Whisper? I mean, I guess that one's a little bit bigger, but like still, like these aren't things that this comp, which is like a Morgana Vi pick comp, can't play around because it's if you land the pick, someone just dies. And if someone just dies, well then it doesn't matter that you're at a 4K deficit because they just lost a member that had 9,000 gold. Like and yes, you have some stuff on cooldown and whatnot, but like this game state is not that bad. This is a totally fine position. This is totally fine. This is a completely fine position. If they just don't start Otacon and they keep farming, this is good for them.
Sharing gold.
Because every minute that passes is like favorable. And then also you also gotta consider like the flowers and stuff. The flowers are worth more for Fnatic than they are for BLG right now. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. They would get all of their blue side camps. Like you see this, right? They're farming their blue side camps, and then if BLG are staying around here, all of their blue side camps aren't getting farmed. And so if you're Fnatic and you farm your blue side camps, okay, the Gromp and the Wolves are level 13, right? Whereas, you know, these respawn, they're 13, or maybe they're actually 14 probably, at the respawn, okay? So these will respawn 15-15, and then these will respawn 14-14. So like,
himself an item. Elk is going to start this one off. The team
there's a lot of things
through.
that are
like, Fnatic
going on
basically
here
spent all
that aren't
time.
super bad. All right, let me go to the bathroom really quick. BRB. Oh shit. I was rightfully pissed watching Fnatic this game. Vidius is one more Fnatic cast away from turning into low tier god. I don't know what the reference is. Let's see. Lore accurate hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. It's so fucked, and he gets a dunk on Bishon. You drafted Morg support. Like, are we like? Wait, this guy was the guy that said something earlier, but now he's actually wait, isn't this the guy that Morgana, wait, what? Elise is a... Oh, okay, he's memeing. Oh my god. I mean, how can you even tell? Okay. Fnatic is embarrassing. Why do they even bother going to Worlds? Just so Popey can meet his idols. Robbed KC, replacing Humanoid. Clearly didn't change anything. Who do they replace next? For real, these the draft is not an what are we saying? Draft is not an issue. Oscar has one game a year where he destroys a good top laner on stage. They had to use that game to qualify for Worlds, unfortunately. Razork, etc. Like Mickey X game wasn't atrocious. What? Wait, Mickey was literally lane. What the fuck are we saying? Were we just, dude? I literally said I said it to API. I said it to API that like this is these would be like comments, right? Wait, what? Didn't I pop out? Where is it? What? I thought I popped it out. Do I have to do this and then pop it out? Well, that's weird. I can't pop it out. That's really strange. Okay. Okay. They're saying Fnatic pushing under turret at level 2 with no summoners, no tri-brush ward, missing Morgana binding on a stun target. It was on cooldown. What? It was on cooldown. I do agree about the ward thing though. I do agree about the ward thing. Well, let me see. Is there nothing that they could do? Let me see. They had used the wards, right? Oh no, they had not used it. Wait. Oh no, Upset is already dead in this clip. Wait, let's see. Yeah, okay. The ward one is egregious. Yes, I agree. The ward one is egregious. It's Upset though that has to go place the ward, which is the problem. So by the time he has shoved the wave, Nefiri is already there. I do think that if they're paying attention, the pet shows. So if I don't know what his screen is looking at, but the pet shows. Yeah, I mean, he could CS this wave further up, and then he could have placed a ward like here, because Nefiri can't gank like this. Could have placed a ward up. That is true. I mean, that part, yeah, that's true. Giving up free Atacon, only to waste double teleport on it, and then try to engage, resulting in literally nothing happening. True. Popey going to melee range of 5 people on his own, only to flash away instantly afterwards. True. Giving away a kill in a 4v1, giving away a kill in a 4v1 only to instantly lose afterwards. Nice. Well, the guy only said one thing that was actually wrong, so it's pretty fine. But how bad is KC? Our region is doomed. Okay. Random diamonds have better macro. What? No. EU effectively... Wait, are we in draft? We're almost in draft. Okay. Watching an EU reject shit on EU feels great, not gonna lie. Inspired with the opposite... what? We're in draft? Alright, we're in draft. Let me close that thread.